Day 15. A late night. We've been at the job for 2 weeks, still broke-ass poor. You get to the theater slightly early, and Sam's already there waiting, dressed to the nines. You smile widely as you join hands and take your seats in the private box. You certainly could get used to this. The tickets arrived on your doormat on Monday, with a typed thank you from Chris. You'll get your passport back soon enough, apparently. The show isn't to your usual taste, a pretentious opera in a language you know for a fact that Chris doesn't speak either. Okay, we are personally benefiting from having helped Chris. Yes, Chris escaped the country, and they were able to keep all their riches, and now they're sharing. I'd rather you pay for my, I don't know, give me like actual cash though, because I don't need to be at an opera. I need money to live. Still, the complimentary drinks sure go down smooth. When the show finally ends, how many bows do these people need? You stand in line to get your coats, and Sam has you in creases with a hilarious impression of the conductor, arms flailing widely. The couple in front of you are talking about the relocation of people who couldn't pay their new tax bills. It sounds awful. Relocating people? Oh, how does that work? You mean like they can't afford their current standard of living anymore, so they had to move to a cheaper neighborhood? Sam smiles gratefully at you as you both think of Chris, safe and sound. Yeah, so Chris probably would have been in the bunch here, but they were able to escape because of me. A little bit unethical, but you know, family comes first. Yeah. When you get home, you're still laughing as Sam heads upstairs to shower before bed. You notice your 14-year-old son isn't home, and there's a note on the kitchen table in his almost illegible scrawl. It says he's at a friend's house. Maybe give him some space. Yeah, you trust Charlie. He'll be home soon. It's one night. He's gotta start taking responsibility for his own decisions sometime. What's the worst that could happen? Charlie was my 14-year-old, right? And then I think I had a daughter who was 19. Oh no. A call from school. Your family answering machine crackles into life. Who could be calling while you and your spouse were at work? Good afternoon. This is a message for the Winston family. It's Miss Smith calling regarding your son, Charles. The tinny old woman goes on. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for it, but he wasn't in school today, and we hadn't heard from you that he would be absent. I'd like to remind you we do require all absences to be authorized in advance, or in exceptional circumstances, for parents to ring first thing in the morning. Please see to it that it doesn't happen again. Thank you. Goodbye. Someone has some explaining to do. A 14-year-old, yeah, we probably should marched on over to try to find him, but hey, sometimes you gotta make mistakes. I think this is the opposite of what I did when I played it in early access then, because I don't remember this at all. And not the opera either. Well, this is the evil Welonz playthrough after all. Wow, it's been a month. A gentle reminder. How am I still broke-ass poor? You're leafing through the pile of accumulated post. Each new bill pulls on your gut like a lead weight until a flash of blue makes you pause. Recognizing the teal advance logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Dear Winston residents, this is your second reminder letter regarding the Assets and Wealth Redemption Scheme. Please submit your passports to your nearest government office as soon as possible in order to register for the scheme. You cannot receive your share of the national rebate without submitting these documents. I'm guessing I never got my passport back, huh? Chris said I'll get it back, but I'm pretty sure we didn't get it back. You knew there would be consequences, but that doesn't make it any easier. We work as a team, and we are rewarded as a team. Forwards together. Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Yeah, like it's a bit like two things are tugging at me at the same time. If I promote advance at work and then their influence spreads, but then on the other hand, I'm trying to go against the rules that they've set, where I let Chris out of the country and they're safe. But yeah, now I'm still poor and Chris probably isn't gonna help me out, huh? That stupid opera, who cares about the opera? But Chris is safe, and that's all that matters. You hope. We gotta... oh god, oh no. Day 48. A tight Christmas. You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow has settled on the grass outside. The kids are pulling a cracker, while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You did always have a soft spot for Christmas. You're sitting at the head of the table now. Your dad's place. Across from you is Chris's empty seat. Probably on a tropical beach somewhere, you think. You catch Sam's eye, who breaks into a smile, clearly thinking the same thing. Even without Chris, the food has had to be stretched a little thinner this year, but no one seems to notice. Oh, Chris, you said you were gonna give me back my passport! Dude, either you give me the passport or you send me your money. God. But Christmas can be a really wonderful time of the year. You look around the room at your family. Are you having a nice Christmas, Grandma? Your mother smiles broadly at you, just like she used to. Yes, Pat. It's absolutely lovely. Sam softly corrects her. That's Alex, Cassandra. Alex. Pat's not with us anymore. Oh, because Pat is the dad and he's gone. Oh, yes, of course, she mutters. And immediately, she's back to the frail shadow of her former self. Sam smiles kindly and squeezes your hand under the table. You look around the room at your family. You stay silent. Your mother, in an increasingly rare moment of clarity, looks towards the empty seat before speaking. Sam? Is Chris not coming? You wink as you pass Charlie a meager portion of potatoes. Sam answers gently. Chris has had to go away, Cassandra. But everything's okay, thanks to Alex. Your son, Charlie, looking to the empty seat, adds, I miss Chris. Frowning, your spouse puts a hand on his shoulder. Me too, sweetheart. We all do. You hope Chris will be home by next year. Oh god, I don't think Chris is coming back. They ran away with my passport and that's that. Like, the opera tickets were nice, but that's nothing. You make a toast. You stand and raise your glass. Merry Christmas, everyone! I'm glad we're all here. Well, most of us. There are murmurs of cheers and much clinking of glasses. Your daughter Susie. Just realized, oh, what? No, I was thinking about Deltarune for a second. I was like, hey, Chris and Susie. Seizes the opportunity to corner you. You know how you love me? You raise a questioning eyebrow. I'm not gonna like this, am I? You joke. You know, me and my friends are planning on going traveling this year. Susie begins innocently. Well, I was hoping you'd help me with the money. You laugh. I knew it. I'm a mind reader. You chuckle as your 19-year-old daughter rolls her eyes. You wish you could say yes without worrying, but now that your mother's had to move in, things aren't quite as simple anymore. Just how much are we talking here? Only a few hundred, she mumbles as she pushes a stray pea around her plate. It takes a great effort for you to not spit your mulled wine across the table onto your elderly mother. I know it's a lot, darling, Sam interjects, but trains are expensive. This is a great opportunity for her, and I did already say she could go. Yeah, I want family first, but I mean, I'm being torn between feeding the family and making my family happy. Both of them are about my family. By the way, I haven't really, decided whether Alex is male or female or Sam is male or female. I've just been, reading it as if it's my voice, but, you know the loading screen picture, that is kind of clearly, like, that Alex seems to be a man. Maybe it'll be easier because I feel like it's a bit confusing that I'm voicing everyone with the same voice here. Let's see. You're right. We'll make it work somehow. Susie's grin stretch. Oh no! Oh no! Susie's grin stretches from ear to ear. You mean it? That's so great! Thank you, thank you, thank you! The mood soars as Sam puts a paper hat on your head, and Charlie takes pleasure in reading everyone's god-awful cracker jokes. The room is filled with voices and laughter. Looking around at your grinning family, your mother whispers, "Your father would be so pleased." You dab your eye with your napkin. You feel very lucky. Oh boy, oh boy. If we had the paycheck from advance, the pressure wouldn't be as tight. But we don't have it. But we helped out Chris. A long weekend. Why does the zip on this damn case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year, you and Sam go away for the weekend, usually camping. You're not made of money. You've been looking forward to it for ages, finally getting some time alone together, where you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work. Just a bit of romance and some peace and quiet. This must be related to the choices I made back in the beginning about how my ideal getaway is a romantic thing. The zip finally gives up the battle, and you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. The answering machine is blinking on the hall table. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bozeman. I'm calling to inform you that you will be required to work this weekend. Your heart sinks. Some information has come to light concerning the rising tensions between our nation and the foreign powers, and the National Nightly News team will be working around the clock to ensure we break the story first. Needless to say, I will expect your attendance tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. Shock turns to annoyance and then fury. What are you gonna tell Sam? Sam comes downstairs, brimming with excitement. Kissing you, they grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bags into the back. I really have to. I'm so sorry, Sam, but we're not made of money. Apologize profusely to your spouse, but you really should go into work. Bozeman's temper is legendary. It's consistent with what I picked in the beginning, too. We gotta meet the deadline. You sigh heavily. You're going to go, aren't you? The voice behind you makes you whip around. You nod simply. I get it. Your family has always been your priority, but sometimes work has to come first. You should go. Sam pulls you close and holds you tight. A wave of gratitude washes over you. Maybe she's okay with me because I saved Chris. But otherwise she might not be. But I'm not prioritizing work, I'm prioritizing getting money. You unpack in disappointed silence. But keep it packed. Keep it packed for the next weekend. Or the weekend after. Day 98, a permission slip. Your son Charlie hovers at your elbow as you read, "Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? Do you like reaping the benefits of cooperation? Join the Advanced Go-Getters today! Forwards together." This doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. It's the ad we saw last time. Charlie grabs a flyer from you and thrusts a form into your hand. "So I can walk there straight from school and Ben's sister can drop us home after, so you won't have to do anything." I remember this choice, because I remember thinking that the whole program is kinda suspicious and worrying. But that's exactly why I need to let him go, because I need to see what happens. You sign the permission slip for your son to join the Advanced Go-Getters. Your son is thrilled. It's heartwarming to see him so passionate about becoming an active part of the community. This can only be a good thing. Yeah, I prioritize my family, I try to provide for my family, but maybe I'm not a good parent. I'm kind of a pushover. If my daughter wants to go on a trip, I pay for her. If my son wants to join a camp, I let him. I don't really judge what they do. And it'll probably come back to bite me in the butt. Day 101, a free ticket. Oh god. Some guys at work gave them to me. They can't go. Sam stands in front of you, brandishing 2 tickets. You see the title in bold letters, Alan James is right, in front of you. I'm really unsure. What do you think? Shall we go? Oh, this guy's a nut job. He is a nut job. And he's against advance though. Are we gonna become more radical? Okay. Free tickets are free tickets! He's a character and it'll be hilarious if nothing else. The show is entertaining but much less funny than you thought. He's a powerful public speaker and something about it sticks in your mind. Lying in bed that night, wide awake long after Sam's breathing turns heavy, it hits you. It was the crowd. Not laughing, but roaring. Is that gonna affect us though? Because we could have gone thinking he's a clown, but maybe we got persuaded. Day 110, a profitable partnership. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find the post sorted into piles as Sam has taken into doing it recently. Most of it is the usual rubbish, but a letter with the incredibly familiar Advance logo and urgent, respond immediately, plastered on the front in a correspondingly urgent red font grabs your attention. Best to get it over with. Oh, there's the Illuminati again. Tick to select Eye of the Beholder. Tick to, the companies. I can choose a company, right? Pleasure Corp? Neil's Deals Limited. Okay. Dear Winston residents, this letter is to inform you that the Advance government has taken another step forwards in our fight for equality. By nationalizing the largest private corporations and redistributing their resources among the citizens of this great country, the Partnership Bonds program ensures that wealth created by the people is delivered to the people. You don't remember this being in the manifesto. Every household will become a partner in 2 of 4 carefully selected institutions chosen by Advance for consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. Please select one of the following. See, we're in a very special position here because we might be able to influence how profitable these companies are depending on what ads we choose. Okay, let's choose the Illuminati. Whether it's cosmetics, clothing, or couture, we see the beauty in all our customers. Thank you for making your decision. Wait, I thought we were choosing 2. Please return this form using the envelope provided. You will receive a report from your partnerships in 3 to 6 working months. You know, if you're gonna take away the wealth from everybody and then redistribute it, why don't you just like why are you making us pick? Some people are still gonna end up, not picking the right one, and that's not really a fault of their own. Oh, I'm in crippling debt! Oh god. Okay. It seems even Advance can't defeat the quagmire of governmental bureaucracy. What? But they were doing so well before. The future of this nation is in partnership. Forwards together. Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Just how much influence could you have? I thought we were choosing 2, but I think I only chose the Illuminati. Is it time for us to do some broadcasts? Hell yeah, let's do some broadcasting. The Tempest. Ooh, very, very bad day today. This might be some generic Japanese brand. Koisuru means to fall in love in Japanese. It is April. A picture of me and my wife, maybe?
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here, your boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other 2, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show, toodle pip. My god.
Well, I don't want to make my boss angry.
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his fish.
Okay, I'll do what you say.
Are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why.
Check your prostate.
It probably is a really awful date.
Joys of screws.
All of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5.
Skin cream.
4, 3.
It's time for the National Nightly News with Jeremy Donaldson and
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
A house divided. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, embittered doctors Ingrid Sforsborg and Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options to end the growing tensions.
Since splitting into 2 opposing camps on day 4 of the expedition, relationships between the factions and their leaders have only worsened.
To avoid escalating conflict, the 2 rival leaders are discussing partitioning the cavern into 2 clearly delineated areas, rumoured to be named Wongstown and Sforsborg and Horgan's Boardwalk.
Bearing their opinions, the formerly rich are fighting back with a naked protest.
Our very own Robin Short was on hand earlier today when this new protest group first
I don't have time to think.
themselves.
Spokesman Wentworth Somerset Bentley said today, "They've had the shirts off our backs. They might as well have the rest of it too." And while it's easy to laugh, perhaps we should all just be pondering how desperate the formerly rich are to regain their power.
Fallen angel, notorious addict Johnny Hamsleeve seems to have reached a new low in his battle with booze.
Oh,
as this
Johnny!
recent picture reveals.
Johnny's star certainly lacks its former glow these days, with public concern over his mental and physical health growing at an alarming rate.
Since being banned from the national squad earlier this year after urinating on a referee during a friendly against East Grinchley,
Oh my
things
God.
seem to have gone from bad to worse for Hamsleeves.
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them,
Oh, it
Remington's
exploded.
CEO Sophia Remington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are skeptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
When only a Flard will do, you need the Flardmaster 5000.
What the hell is a
That's the slogan
Flard?
accompanying the announcement that has rocked the construction industry this morning. The breakthrough device for aiding in installation is sure to change the way we see the humble Flard.
With that exclusive prime ministerial interview coming up later,
And our very own Patrick Bannon coming to you live from the first annual Sports Board final.
Oh, okay.
it's a second
I remember
of
this.
tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh God, wait. I always forget how to do the interference. We got a new transition today. National Nightly News. It's so pleasant. It's all blue. Jeremy and Megan. Love them.
First tonight, after the Christmas horror caused by Mr. Snugglehugs, we have an exclusive interview with one of the victims.
Poor 7-year-old Timmy Tadlock, like so many of those affected by the Christmas bloodbath, has spent the last 3 months undergoing a series of reconstructive facial surgeries.
Last week, joyfully, he spoke for the first time since the tragedy. Tonight, he talks to us.
Before we go to the interview, however, this station would like to issue a full and frank apology for any part we may have played in the tragedy. We should never have advertised Mr. Snugglehugs. Without our publicity, the sheer scale of this tragedy, and now upwards of 8,000 casualties, might have been averted.
On behalf of the
Shiz.
Nightly News team, we're sorry.
In future, we will do better.
Now it's over to Robin Short at the Tadlock family home. Robin?
I killed 8,000 people.
I'm here with Mr. and Mrs. Tadlock and their 7-year-old son, Timothy. Thanks for spending time with us today.
Yes, well, you're bloody lucky we're spending any time with you at all after what you lot did. Irresponsible. I mean, whose idea was this anyway?
It's all right. Wasn't your fault. As you can see, Megan, there's still a few open wounds here. I'll tread carefully. I'm going to speak to Timmy now. Hello, Timmy. Can you see me?
Mummy, who's that lady?
It's the lady from television, Timothy. She's going to ask you a few questions.
You be careful now, it upsets him to remember.
Don't worry, Mr. Tadlock. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason. So,
Oh
Timmy,
God.
can you tell us what happened to you? You had just unwrapped Mr. Snugglehugs, hadn't you? Was he under the tree?
Yes, I could smell him already.
Storming.
It smelled like love.
Ah, yes.
I think she's actually watching.
Scented with hoof.
I was so excited. I ran up to my room and gave him a big hug. He was so soft and warm, like our cat, before he got in the way of Daddy's Porsche.
Bloody cat had a death wish.
And what did Mr. Snugglehugs say to you?
He blinked his real action eyes and said, "You're my very best friend." But I sure wish Mrs. Snugglehugs was here, and she can't be for just $89.99.
What?
And then
Wait.
it's a general error. 41.
No.
And is that when he burst into flames?
Look, careful.
And then he exploded.
Oh, look, I've asked you nicely.
And am I right in saying that one of his real action eyes is now permanently embedded in your cheek?
Yes. When I took him in at night, it glows
No.
through bandages. I know it's under there, staring at me.
Yeah, some of the other children have started calling him Timmy Three Eyes. And with his glasses, that's 5.
It's too many eyes, Robin.
And what's the last thing you remember before the darkness overtook you?
He looked at me with his one eye and laughed. Laughed as he burned.
It sounds very traumatic.
Oh.
Do you have nightmares?
All right, that's quite
Do you,
enough of
Timmy?
you two
Timmy?
coming in here with your camera trying to make a buck out of our suffering. I won't have it.
Mr. Tadlock, just a couple more questions. Timmy,
No, leave him
do you
alone.
think you will ever be what we can call
No, you've had your
normal
questions,
again?
and now look. Oh, you've made him cry with all 3 of his eyes.
Calm down, you're
Do you think your parents will ever really love you again?
Right, that's it. Enough. Come on, come on.
Mr. Tadlock.
Oh my God.
Your favourite friend, Timmy, are you okay? Ow.
So there you have it, Megan. Just one of the many victims.
Suddenly everyone's watching.
Indescribable tragedy that has shaken our nation.
I'm bleeding, am I not?
Thank you, Robin. Harrowing stuff.
And many questions to be answered by Sophia.
What happened? I wasn't watching because of the interference.
How will she turn this crisis around?
So, Jeremy, what are the warning signs a consumer should look out for when they're spotting a dangerous toy?
Well, Megan, experts advise to always check for the new Advance mark, which guarantee a level of safety and quality.
Yeah, can
Whoa.
we just get a close-up on camera 3 here? So if we take a look at this National Nightly News mug, you should see the mark just on the base of it there.
In the wake of the scandal, the government were praised for their swift response in bringing in this set of stringent checks and new products.
It certainly is good to know that someone's watching out for our families. When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
Oh, sorry, I'm bursting.
Okay, well, I'm thinking we'll save the behind the scenes for later on. Oh my God, that's our fault though. We got 9,000 people, 8,000 people killed.
I've got it all. 4 world championships, 2 cars.
Who the hell is
a
this?
day, and an enlarged prostate.
Alex, Bozeman, we're getting reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their fleshy bits about. Try and make sure you don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news.
Okay.
Bozeman out.
Put pressure
Oh, it's the
on
prostate
bladder.
check.
This can cause trouble starting to pee, and it can cause laundry-based trouble.
Can I still
between
change
you
the tapes?
and a
I
she
can't.
demon of an ex-wife.
Remember, boss said
So what
advance.
caused this big old prostate in your bum? Well, sorry.
Advance on the second break.
Doctors, we don't know. But I can tell you, as you get older, your body changes. And that's okay.
My boss just said no fannies on
If
air.
you're worried about your swollen bum sack, book an appointment, for God's sake. Procedure is easy, it's quick, and it's not gay. I'm trying to fingernail
That's true.
hands.
That is true.
Rectums, check them.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolfe. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy.
What kind of
But
transition?
first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan. You joined me live here from the final of the first annual
Oh my
Sports
God.
Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Eddie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the lanky hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending, it's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the Fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part.
He looks familiar. Tommy. It's the guy that was on the ad. Yeah.
Striker go first. Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin. D-robe. Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brains. Stupid. Eddie Striker.
Okay. Sports board.
Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show. Not after last time. On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball. Not a bad shot there from Harris. Back to Striker.
Throwing the ping pong ball in the...
She's gone to sort of throwing it under her legs. Not bad if you ask me. Was that contact? Don't know why you complaining. To Harris. Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out.
They're trying to get in the
to Harris now. A
bin.
ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Football. Move back. I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So really not a good start there for Tommy Harris in round 1. We can only hope the round 2 treats him a bit better. But first, of course, after the argument with the ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends.
Oh, I didn't get when he was pointing at the...
And of course, now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense. Striker giving it large. Second round.
Who wrote this?
We're into round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streak on.
Oh God, oh God.
We broadcast any of that stuff. She appears to have slogans across her breasts and arse. Try and ignore all of that. Security, I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible. Apologise if we broadcast any of that. As I said, we're going to get the situation.
Oh God, oh God.
They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow because it's quite an eyesore. And women's body, yeah. All right, great. Okay, so back into round 2 now, and Harry's absolutely determined to close that massive gap. Eddie Striker.
No.
No, it's just some of the tightest play I've
Streakers,
seen ever.
please.
Harris. And was that a fitted thumb screw? We haven't seen that since the Heats. What a brilliant move. Back to Striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound.
What?
Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastering display here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course, the boys said that. And after all, it is a game of 2 halves. 4 rounds and 7 subs.
Oh my God.
It's time for the half-time show. Sponsored by Remington Smith.
On my whistle, on my whistle.
Nice piece of music here to start the
Oh, this is the halftime show.
Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here. We can only apologise for that. We'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it.
Oh, God.
Is running around here with his genitals on display for all to see. And ruining what was
Give us our cash back. It's the rich people.
Now he's thrusting himself in Harris's face. Security's on it. And the bucket has been knocked over.
Oh, God.
I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out now. Genitals flying around for all to see. Really, if you ask me, not Sunday morning television. And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
But maybe people want to see it. Maybe it'll make the audience happier.
Ball boy cannot be in the final pose.
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these two players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Not bad.
Come on! Striker, you can make a comeback.
Boys give me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on there. Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around. Back to Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. I'm all right, ladies. Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move, because, of course, if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket.
Wait, do you want it to go in the bucket or not?
And Striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course, perhaps... And yes, Harris has countered with a tiny bell. That is wonderful play. Of course, we've seen that before. Look at her face. She is absolutely gutted. What a mud. That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame.
Harris receives possession now.
Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 bouts. So, here we go. Tommy Harris.
Very upsetting for Striker.
That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact, a caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, like, I mean, this is a mess now. I don't know what I can be doing about this. I mean, sort of...
Oh, God.
Breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much I can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? All right, I'll try and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters, hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match.
Oh!
Nonsense is going on here. Yes.
We want our money.
Yes, very good. Take them away.
The rich people.
Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters.
Okay, we gotta do a good edit. We gotta get the wages.
This is the mime round.
It's an absolute bloody... Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round. And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it? Nice international shot there from Harris. It really could go in at this point. Really high-level play here from 2 absolute juggernauts of the sport.
Striker, come on, I believe you. Girl, you can do it.
Getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands. Interesting. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a move there, quite late on.
Illegal spit.
From Striker. But she's in it to win it.
Harris's ball.
On it like a car bonnet. Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hadn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris. And he's trying to have the banana was the ball!
Oh!
Fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end. What a pathetic... There we go, Jeremy, that is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official.
Contestants in, please.
Did Striker make a comeback?
And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship is everyone!
Once again, a win for everyone, including me as my 15th win in the Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the on-site security to collect their medals, their 6th and 7th respectively. And thanks again for watching the Sports Board Championships. What more is there to say? I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating tonight. And all is left to say, Jeremy, is back to you in the studio.
Patrick
Fantastic.
Had an extraordinary final.
Historic sports board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Oh, yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
Commercial soon.
Bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone shocked me.
What?
Fucking microphone.
Yeah, right? Like there's the storm outside.
Are you scared of a long, painful decline in your final years?
What's happening? Transition centers?
In your own body as it slowly wastes away, or losing your grip on reality. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. Now you can take back control.
Just heard from the chaps in maintenance.
B.
The storm is causing the odd power surge, and some of your controls might be a bit dangerous. Now I know you're tough, and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker. I'm sure you'll make the right decisions.
When it's time,
Boozman out.
at the end of your stay, you'll pass
I can't do
on
anything about it though, right? You make it sound like I can even affect any of this.
in comfort and luxury.
I think if I turn off some of the stuff,
The end of a life well lived.
I can't do anything about this.
Our legal team will help you make all those difficult arrangements, and our aftercare team will help your dependents through the grieving process, ensuring your final wishes are
Oh,
carried
I
out
missed it.
efficiently and compassionately, all absolutely free. Your health service, your team.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the
They've been in the office for. Oh, yeah.
It's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much
Oh, I clicked on it.
It doesn't seem very advanced.
We're delighted to be here.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whingers mostly.
People who get to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's dripping on me.
But we didn't come here to talk about
Dripping.
what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, that they were being surprised.
Oh, I'm gonna die if I keep doing
Let
that.
me ask you a question, Megan.
Oh, okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really scares you?
It's death, Pet. She's talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yep.
The transition centers. That was what the commercial was about.
Of cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera?
Oh,
Pet?
sorry, yes, it's camera 4 right there.
When I was 13, me mum came and got me from school. We had to go to the hospital. Me granddad, he'd collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him. He were all frail and pale. And I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope. 3 days later, he were back home. He
Oh.
lived with us for 9 miserable years after
Okay, gotta be really.
He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He wouldn't even
I had to. I had to censor it.
That sounds...
It was awful. It were awful for us, and this is the point. It were awful for him. I could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade away. And he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't. Or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government.
Really?
So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important. This is a service only for people who choose it. For people who feel they've run their course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline into an
This microphone pack has just given me electric shock.
I know, same.
We're still on the air, Peter.
Yes, sorry, my apologies. Oh.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Sorry, I've got sapped again. Can I get a little bit of help here, please?
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
Jesus, a raw face, fucker! That one was massive. Right, no, this bastard's coming off.
That the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of... grandmother with a rusty twat!
Prime Minister.
Whoa, that's violent.
For fuck's sake!
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Come on, Megan. We're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here. Jeremy.
Right, yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board Final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name is Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
I need to hear more about that whole... Oh, am I dead?
This could be a good thing.
It's my nephew, so
But I had to do the commercial though. Okay, we just sort of died that. Okay, good. We didn't get a miserable D this time. But that transition thing, I definitely need to review the whole commercial again to see what they were really talking about. All offensive words were censored in an interference-free show. Adequately edited. Okay, thank you. Do I get bonuses? A small bonus. Okay, so a small bonus means full wages plus a small bonus. Okay. No, shoot. My shares are going down. Oh my god. Can we turn this around? Yes, this mysterious organization is coming up. They're leaving graffiti everywhere. Surprisingly, people's impressions of both of them are going up positively. Bosses still love me so far though, so I guess that's okay. Oh, man. Okay, let's start with that. Let's start with the transition centers.
Children, are you scared of a long, painful decline in your final years? Of being trapped in your own body as it slowly wastes away? Or losing your grip on reality? Well, it doesn't have to be that way. Now you can take back control of your swan song at one of the health service's new transition centres. Come and stay for a week. Enjoy.
Transitioning into death.
Collect your thoughts in our beautiful gardens. And when it's time, at the end of your stay, you'll pass on painlessly, surrounded by those you love, in comfort and luxury. Isn't that what we all deserve at the end of a life well lived? Our expert legal team will help you make all those difficult arrangements, and our aftercare team will help your dependents through the grieving process, ensuring your final wishes are carried out efficiently and compassionately, all absolutely free. Your health service, your team.
That? I mean, it sounds... On paper, it sounds alright. It doesn't sound like super horrible. On paper. Okay, well, let's, Checking prostate, we saw that one. And then the Joy of Screws, I didn't get to see it because we fainted. God, the lightning storms.
From the iconic A2 stainless steel posi-drive wood screw to the M1 2mm slotted countersunk screw, the joy of screws is your key to a world of sticky fixings. Start collecting today and celebrate the nation's most well-known and best-loved pieces of hardware with your copy of the joy of screws. Every week, you'll add another exclusive fastener to your collection, like the flathead self-flanging bump screw.
It's just about screws.
The Hexaflex mushroom bolt, the self-locking long-life round head roofing tack, and that's only the beginning. The Pan Phillips slotted head washer washing nut, the M25 3mm finishing pin, oh, the cast iron hexagonal fixing screw, and many more. Every week, alongside your ironmongery, you'll get this in-depth companion magazine, charting the highs and lows of DIY history. From the Canterbury nut shortage to the socket screw riots of 29, this detailed guide will bring to life some of your favourite metalworking moments. Start your collection today, and we'll send you the first 8 editions with no postage or packing. That's right, no postage, no packing. Plus, you'll also receive this exclusive little bit of drill bit absolutely free. So, what are you waiting for? Start collecting today. With week 10, you'll receive this screwdriver handle, the joy of screws, the only complete collection of real, authentic, genuine reproduction screw replicas. Collection is for display purposes only. The items are ornamental replicas and not for use with wood, metal, masonry, or any other physical surface. Terms and conditions apply. See issue 42 details.
Okay, so they don't even work as normal screws. This is very clearly from the same company who did the weekly salad thing. Yeah, the same model. Subscribe, and then we'll send you a free, not a crouton case, but you know, a drill bit. Guide to the perfect screw inside. Wow. Well, I hope people get some nice screws from this. Crazy Neil Easter. These are more neutral ads, I guess. We don't really, it's not a company. Oh, he sells beds too. Is it just me, or is his hair getting crazier?
Of an Easter Neil deal. We've got beds, cushions, beds with cushions, beds without cushions, beds with curtains, bedside table, pictures you can put on your wall.
He's yelling over the music.
They'll light up your life. A bed that helps you to levitate. Come on down.
Ooh.
Neil this Easter. Don't be lazy. Let's get crazy. You want to sleep on your lawn? We've got flower beds. We have even got shrubbery. You want to sling a hammer? We'll throw in the trees for free. You need a sleeping bag. We've got men's sleeping bag, boys sleeping bag, couple sleeping bags you could sleep in upside down with just your feet out. We got beds you could sleep on your front, back, head. You got piles, we got cushions for miles. Michelangelo spent all his time on back painting because he couldn't afford a bed. And we say we're gonna come down on
Really?
so hard they're gonna look flatter than an elephant.
Wow. Crazy Neil is still in business. We haven't been playing his ads though. Like, we're just checking it out because it's a choice, but we haven't been playing it, so maybe his business is not doing so good. No. There's the pig juice again. Long. This is a long one? Boat shoe. Oh, it's the lady from the medicated! Not the medicated, the medicated.
Girl with a half-finished cereal.
Oh.
In my profession, your face can never be too strong. New jus de cochon. We're
Jus de
revitalizing
cochon.
the appearance of the strength of your face's skin.
Yeah, we saw. It's the because the other one that we saw was a short version. This is the long version, which is different. How? Is it because we got her credentials? I don't think she mentioned working in the previous movie stuff. Huh. That felt pretty similar. Checker Process we did see already. I watched that one pretty well. Rushes. I do want to see what happened in the back. It's day 153 already. They've been in the office for half a year.
Oh, how's it going with Steve?
Why are all men such pricks?
That one, eh?
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his faith.
No.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talk to you.
It probably is a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4,
I love
3.
the behind-the-scenes crew. So that's it. Pre-roll. The Tadlocks.
With that exclusive Prime Ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon.
Coming to you live from the first annual Sports Board final. You won't want to miss a second of tonight's national ranking news.
Where's my
30
makeup
seconds,
girl?
everybody.
Makeup!
Is it raining outside? I'm sure if
They probably made it blue to match Advance or
I saw a man
something.
float by on a massive boat.
Makeup! Where is that useless fucking idiot?
I don't suppose he had any pets.
Yeah, 2 of each.
Makeup!
Seriously, I felt a drip.
10 seconds, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it is...
Look, I'll have someone look into it. For now, try not to drown.
It's stormy today.
5, 4, 3.
First tonight, after the Christmas...
You're so professional. But yeah, we caused 8,000 plus people to die because we played that Snuggle Hugs ad. So that's awful. But at least I'm not directly responsible, right? I'm not the one who has to apologize. I'm just the person who clicks the ads. I'm not even the one who, you know... My boss wants me to play it. It's not my fault. Oh, shoot. While they were doing the interview, they were doing something else in the back here.
It's all right. It wasn't your fault. As you can see, Megan, there's still a few here. I'll check carefully. I'm going to speak to Timmy.
Yeah, it's dripping the whole time.
Hello, Timmy. Can you see me?
But they're on air, so they're not talking. It was dripping on... Oh, someone's gonna get hurt like me.
Oh, lucky you, but you're not the one on the... Yes, fine. You must have seen that.
Yeah, it's just about dripping. She's watching intently. Yeah, I want to see what happened at the end though, because I was doing the interference. I don't know how the dad fell on the kid. He was laughing at the eyes joke. Still dripping. You know, this was all done in a single take, wasn't it? They have to do 4 cameras and record this long segment. So, I mean, this is more normal, but for stuff like the sports sport, holy crap, how did anyone stop themselves from laughing? Okay, what happened here? Oh! Oh, he was gonna tackle her.
So there you have it, Megan. Just one.
Oh god. Right. The advanced logo. We are totally the government's puppet right now. I love the green screen.
These messages.
1 minute back.
Oh, sorry, I'm bursting.
Oh. She's very good.
Who?
Megan.
Yes, she is.
He's professional.
Watch your back, Jeremy. Women are coming.
I'm more worried about this water dripping onto my head.
I think one of the loading screens said that Jeremy is the most popular news anchor right now. So maybe it'll be Megan next. The sports board, that one we were able to watch because we didn't really have to do anything besides switching the screens, but we'll see if there's anything happening in the back at the end. I think it went to Jeremy and the people in the studio again.
Well, that's what it says.
Yes, I understand that, but I always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine.
Ooh.
Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds.
Oh, I think she's getting more popular.
I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
I want to see us fry. It's good for the ratings.
5, 4.
Oh, that's why there's a bucket here.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolfe. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
Wasting away in the chair.
Jeremy. Exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
For 10 years, Patrick wasting away in the chair. But you know, while I'm covering this bullshit, I mean, a real waste of my talents.
Oh, he doesn't like covering it.
I could look a bit scruffy, I could sit in the chair myself, but no, I'm here reporting on the same old crap. That's right, Megan, you joined me live.
He's professional too.
The first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say.
All right, we got to see this pretty well. I love this. Oh, this is insane. How long was this? Like 10. It felt like 10 minutes, and they were just going on and on and on. And then the streakers, if we can see, pretty sure they were the rich people who were like, give us our money back. What does it say? Yeah, we want our money back. Not something team. Not a team. Yeah. Well, the rich people... I don't even know how this is gonna work then, because you got their assets, but then what about like their salaries and stuff?
Looking forward. And all I have to say, Jeremy, is back to you in the studio.
Patrick Bannon there had an extraordinary final.
Historic sports board, Jeremy.
Well done, everybody. Well done. Fantastic bit of play. Well done. Well done. Nice bit of play. Well done.
Aww.
We laughed a bit, but I think we got through it. Well done, bit of play there. Well done, mate. Yeah. I mean, you would have been Christ. Well done, mate. Nice bit of play there. Well done. It's really good. It was a really good bit of play. Can I what? I did. Yes. Well done. Yes, it was very good.
Wait, this seems like the actual behind the scenes, like of the filming. Because they were talking about like not being allowed to laugh.
What?
Oh, and then it stopped over here.
I'll be talking.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone shocked me.
What?
Fucking microphone just shocked me. Where's that sound guy?
Does that really happen? It's one little drip of water.
Everything okay?
Oh, the mics are just trying to kill us now, apparently.
You'll be fine. You're unshockable.
I'm immune to your cheap flattery.
I'm wearing you down.
Jeremy not in a good mood, especially with Megan overtaking his popularity. PM's in the studio. Oh, everybody's favorite Pierre Clement. That's a big bucket.
So sorry about all these buckets. We seem to have sprung a leak.
Whole new lining up there. Triple sealed, I shouldn't wonder.
We'll look into it.
Minister, it's so good to see you again.
Miss Wolfe, your star seems to be in the ascendant.
It's a great time to be alive.
Too bloody
Your
right.
star seems to be the ascendant.
My, but that's a firm handshake you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I
What?
here?
Here, with Mr. Clement on your left.
Right you are, pet.
Ew, don't call people. These things get creepy.
Your sea dump.
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's fine. Have you had a little accident?
Cheeky cow.
5, 4,
Cow!
3.
Well, just move. The couch is big enough.
Welcome back.
I am delighted to be joined by Prime Minister Julia Salisbury and
Uh-huh.
You shouldn't be worried.
I think we should be worried about
fatal paint allergy.
the graffiti.
Yes, it does seem that there's still some people we haven't been able to help. You know, whingers mostly.
We haven't been able to benefit because we don't have our passport.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open. Someone's dripping on me. But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project, which we know.
Death, yes. They want to transition to talk about the transition center and then stripping on him.
And much less painful and much less expensive. No, which is me close up camera.
It's true though, like the whole process of getting somebody settled after they pass is an expensive process.
Granddad, he'd collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him, we were all frail and pale. And I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love. Was that the last time you saw him? Nope, 3 days later we were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon, he had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He wouldn't even wait till half time. That sounds awful. It was awful. It was awful. And this is the point. It were awful for him. I could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade away, and he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment. No, but she couldn't. Oh, she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to
Now we can kill people legally.
No family should have to suffer like Peter did. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres. The transition centre will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest
The emotional
citizens get to
costs.
tackle with dignity when they choose. And that choice is important. This is a service only for people who choose it. The people who feel they run their course. Don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long...
Microphone pack has just given me an electric shock.
Are you
Oh,
okay?
God.
I don't know. I think I fried my asshole.
We're still on the air, Peter.
No, yes, sorry, my apologies.
Surprisingly, they get along well, the lawyer and the TV personality.
New...
Shit, nuts! Sorry, I've got to say fucker, that one was massive. Right, no, this bastard's coming off.
Sorry, that the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking
fine wine and luxury spas and gardens. Look, I am perfectly capable. Oh, fuck! My grandmother!
Right.
We're launching a government information.
Yeah, it hasn't been even half a year.
Yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners of the Sports Final. I will see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name is Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
Yeah, it sounds okay on paper, but...
So they just...
It seems so.
I don't suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
It's for my nephews. I mean, transitioned the moment I start the league.
Yeah. Well, it depends on... They said it's a choice, but a choice for who, though? A choice for the family or the person in question? But either way, it's... What if somebody had, like, a rich grandma and they wanted their inheritance or something, and then they just throw them in the transition center? It's a big, drastic move. I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out. Alright, well, interesting things happening here and there. We're getting very, very broke. We are in crippling debt. I really hope we can manage to climb out of debt once the shares and the stocks and the company stuff pulls in. So I believe this is where I left off when I was playing the early access. Next time, everything will be completely new to me as well. That'll be chapter 2 next time.
But now you start to see, yes? The people never happy. It's never enough.
I cannot believe you.